Hey guys, I got a little tip here for you guys. If you've got an '05 Ford Freestyle, this customer brought their vehicle in complaining that the AC wasn't as cold as it used to be. So I checked everything over, didn't find any leaks. The charge was a little low. These things with the rear air, they call for about 2¼ pounds of refrigerant. It only had about 1¾ pound of refrigerant in it. So that's enough where it wouldn't be quite as cold as they were used to. And refrigerant, it'll slowly seep out over the years. This car's 10 years old, never had the AC serviced. The mileage on this vehicle is approximately 40,000 miles, so that's pretty low for this age. So they never had the AC serviced. I recharged it, did the performance test and everything, and it was cold. Drove it, everything was good, gave it back to the customer. They took it for about a month, and when they brought it back saying at idle, it's not cold, but when they're driving it, it gets nice and cold. I had done some research, and we had been to a couple AC seminars in our shop. Got a tip from the trainer that especially on these Freestyles and this type of compressor that's in this vehicle, that they have a valve for the variable displacement compressor, and it's called a scroll valve. He says you take that valve out, it's got a spring on the end, you take the spring off, put the valve back in and put the spring behind it, and then that'll fix your issue. Got a little drawing here. On the top, that's what, when you look at the back of the compressor, there's a plate on the back of the compressor that's held on with two 10mm bolts. Of course, you recover the refrigerant before you do this. Take that block off plate off, and then the spool valve is going to look like that. The spring is going to be in the front. Basically, you take the spring off the front, put the valve in, and then put the spring behind it, and put your plate back on. Basically, what that does is it forces the compressor to be at full displacement all the time, so it's working at max capacity. Sorry, I just got a text on my phone that distracted me. Anyways, it's going to cause your compressor, when you drop down to idle, it reduces the displacement so it doesn't cool as well. And a lot of guys I've been seeing on the internet, they just replace the spool valve and everything's okay. Well, we decided to try this tip we got, and it's working really well. And it's free, essentially. Of course, if you don't have your own AC equipment, you will have to have somebody recover the refrigerant so you can take the plate off and swap everything around, put it back on, and then get it recharged. But for me, it's free, just a little bit of time. It's pretty easy to access underneath the engine bay. Let me see if I can show you that. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah, there it is right there. You'll see one 10mm bolt and then the other 10mm bolt a little bit below that. Take that plate out, the valve comes out of there. I would recommend you let the engine cool down before you try to do this, because that's the exhaust manifold right next to it. That'll be a little warm. So you want the engine to be pretty cool or cold before you go working on this, so you don't get your arm burnt. But it's pretty easy to do. All you need is a 10mm wrench. I had a ratcheting wrench, which made it nice. But if you don't have one, you'll be okay. Just a small 10mm wrench and that'll get it done. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. If You have any more questions, leave it down in the comments. I'm sure some people aren't going to like this because it's not the right way to do it, but everybody does things different, and I don't always do stuff like this, but for this particular customer and what they wanted, this is what I did. So any questions, let me know in the comments. I'm going to try to start making more car repair videos. I know that's kind of a big thing on YouTube now, so hey, if I can help people get new information, I'll try and do it. Alright guys, see ya.